Oh, okay, sure. Hey, Steve. Hey, Noreen, can you hear us okay? Okay,
Yes, I can hear you.
good. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this workshop meeting of the Town of Hempstead Planning Board on Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. Members present: Greg Eckert, Walter Liss, Marcy Reynolds, and our new board member, Steve Rutledge, who is joining us virtually tonight from, I presume, Steve, a hotel in Arizona somewhere, correct?
That is correct. I apologize for being remote for this meeting, but I look forward to seeing you all in person next month.
No worries. Just want to say welcome to the board. We're all looking forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Hi, Noreen. All right.
We won't take it personally, Steve, that you're in much warmer climate at the moment.
Yeah.
Hi, Jim and Craig. I can't see anybody else, but
Oh yeah, where is our camera?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I see a bunch of empty seats.
Oh, there it is.
Good point.
Yeah.
This has happened before.
Mm-hmm.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew is here if we need IT.
And maybe we're not really.
Are any of us really?
All right. While we're doing that, I'll invite everybody to join the board in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't know. Hey, Andrew, how are you? Uh-oh, did you leave? Uh-oh, bummer. Okay, we are having trouble with the meeting. We are not getting a correct picture of the dais. It is the picture was only showing nobody in the seats where we were sitting. Yes, we're just gonna flip one of the other cameras around. Yeah, okay. Right, well, unplug the one, plug it back in. If not, we're just gonna swap the other one that is working from the public to the dais. All right, good. No, just checking if you were here. Thank you, sir. All right, bye. This one?
The one showing us.
Yeah.
This one.
That one's working, so we can move that one.
This may work right here.
Well, can you go back to the main one? That one back up?
Yeah. I mean, can you just rotate the camera and make it work? Yeah. Oh, that's not bad. Right there.
It's the four of us.
Yeah.
Is that all of us? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't have the picture. An attorney and an IT specialist.
Give them that more than second. I don't know. It doesn't prompt itself.
The camera is on the screen. Yeah. Or camera. There's one camera there. Yeah.
Oh, we need to-
It's now seated by technical capabilities.
Thank you.
Um,
Or was there on camera? Did we just look?
it's the, um,
And that's what's recording, Luke? The image there?
This
Okay.
is what's happening.
around, it's not sure. Seems.
Good.
So we're up
Good to
there.
go then.
It'll be, it'll be on voice.
I know we have to have Steve and Noreen up there too, right?
No, they're.
There you go. All right. Now let's just go forward.
Okay,
Let's roll, Jim.
very good. All right, first item on our agenda this evening is the approval of the minutes from our December 16th, 2025 meeting. I think we've all had a chance to look at those. Does anybody have any questions or comment regarding those minutes? If none, the chair will make a motion to approve the minutes of the December 16th, 2025 meeting.
I'll second that.
Mr. Liz, thank you. Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Steve, would you like to vote on the minutes?
Aye,
No,
Aye. Did-
he has to abstain from December's.
since I wasn't there.
No, they're still able to vote. Yeah, I think I took a training last week and they said they can, so.
All right.
But you can either say aye or abstain, it's up to you.
I'll say aye.
Okay. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. All right, depending on the chair, the ayes have it. We've got the minutes approved for the record. All right, first application this evening, application number 25-009, Lang and Sons Properties LLC Office Building. This is for final site plan approval of a proposed 16,735 square foot office warehouse facility on 3.98 acres located on Lucius Gordon Drive in an industrial zone district. The property is pending administrative subdivision that will create a new address and tax account number. Joe, welcome back.
Thank you. You just stole my opening. That's exactly what I was going to say. Good evening. My name is Joe Ardian. I'm with Vanguard Engineering. Tonight, I'm representing Lang and Sons Properties LLC and their site plan and administrative re-subdivision for this project at 240 Lucius Gordon Drive. Little history on this site in particular. This is a lot 4 of the RIT Business and Tech Park, dating back to when I worked for the town in the 90s. And then at some point after the initial subdivision, and someone came in and re-subdivided lot 4 into 6 lots. And lot 1 was constructed. That's the existing building you see here in the northwest corner. And then that site and that project languished for about 15 years.
Yeah.
It was about 2010, I believe. And then, so now, 2025, my client comes in and purchases the 5 remaining lots. And we've decided to subdivide into 2 from those 5. One lot will be here behind the existing lot. And then the lot, which we're on site plan, is going to be on the whole east side. So it's going to encompass what is 3 lots now, but will be 1 lot after the re-subdivision. Like Mr. Gornert said, that this is a 4-acre parcel, but we are only disturbing 1.6 acres of it. The impervious surface, when completed, will be less than 31%, which is quite good for industrial. Also, we, by virtue of keeping the building as far back as visually pleasing, we're able to retain the 35 trees that are actually north of our proposed building. We're going to lose 2 trees, so there's 37 up there. 2 of them are going to have to get removed. I'll tell you why in a minute. But we're going to retain 35 of those existing trees. And then those are all mature hardscape. Those trees have been around for quite a while, which is good. We also, the building itself is 16,000 square feet. We're going to have employee parking on the north side. The business only has 7 employees, and they were only thinking of maxing to around 10. So what I proposed to do was put in a single lane of parking up against the building, and then the north side will be a lane of reserved, or some people love to call it land banked parking. So in the SWIP, it's considered impervious, but we don't propose to construct it at this time. But the parking will meet the regulations if built out. In fact, it'll exceed. And that doesn't even count the existing parking that's actually on the west side of the building, which is actually common to both properties. We didn't even count it. The south side of the building is for truck turning and deliveries. So we are planting 12 trees back there to help screen that paved surface. The dumpster enclosure will also be back there. There will be one at-grade overhead door for deliveries, and then there will also be a full depth overhead door, full depth loading dock in the back of the building at the southeast corner. Although this project had a SWIP, the material that was available was very scarce, and I was not able to ascertain from the available data what the pre-existing condition was when this was first determined back in the 90s. Normally what I would have done if we had that SWIP, I would have used their data, updated it to today's rain standards, precipitation standards, and then rerun the model and got a new number and say that's pre-existing. We couldn't do any of that, so the SWIP that I did was just going against what's there now, which actually was a handicap for us to try to meet today's standards because it already has a pond, and that pond already mitigates the peak flow, so I had to further mitigate that peak flow. But we were able to do that. We have a large bioretention facility, which is going to take up a great deal of the impervious surface, and then that is actually going to get routed to an expanded pond, which is why I'm taking 2 trees out. In order to expand that pond to meet DEC standards for the SWIP, I have to expand it. You can see the 2 different colors up here. The light blue is the existing detention pond surface, and whereas the light purple is the expanded surface along with the blue. So by expanding the pond to meet DEC standards, I had to take out the 2 trees. Otherwise, the utilities are already on site. The infrastructure was largely constructed for 6 lots. So the biggest problem we have is actually we have to move some utilities around because it's no longer going to be 6 lots. The worst of which is the gas and electric. RG&E put in place an easement along way back when the 6 lots were being proposed and the infrastructure was put in. However, the lines that they actually put in don't even coincide with the easement, and their lines are outside their easements. So what we are looking to do is we are going to relocate some of their facilities and give them an amended easement that will encompass where their infrastructure truly is. There is a sanitary sewer. It's privately owned presently, and it comes in from the northwest corner of the lot from Lucius Gordon Drive, comes down this opposite direction, and then runs and it runs all the way down to here. So the town staff has requested that it's private now, but since it's going to serve more than one site, the town has requested that we dedicate that to the town, and part of which we have to dedicate an easement, which we are proposing. There is also a private water main on site that serves just like the sanitary sewer does, and we are coordinating with Monroe County Water Authority on how that is to remain. If it is to remain private, it'll have to be shared ownership between the lot owners, and there'll have to be a hot box up at the road. None of which you guys care about because your water isn't under your purview, but just so you know. As far as utilities, that's pretty much it. And I've gone over what we're proposing to do overall and the landscaping. So I would say I'm done. I also I was back in there and I actually quickly respond to the comment issue.
Great, thank you. Were any deal breakers for you, Joe, at all? Nothing of concern?
Well, I don't stand on my soapbox. I really think landscaping rules are problematic, especially when it comes to the size of the vegetation that required to be planted. The mortality rate of that vegetation is way too high, and I think the town hamstrings itself by requesting 6 to 8 foot conifer trees and 2.5 to 3 inch caliber deciduous trees. I think when you look over the totality of all those that are planted and how many die and then they have to be replaced, that the town is actually losing out on the size of these structures. That's my opinion.
Okay.
But it's an opinion that's shared with a lot of landscapers. And I trust their opinion better than mine.
Mr. Chairman, if I may interrupt,
Yes, Mr. Martin.
if you would like to stick around to the second half of the meeting, Joe, we're actually doing an addendum to our landscaping guidelines, which actually address a lot of these issues as far as plant sizes and, calipers and things like that. So, Conservation Board has done a phenomenal job, with, making these upgrades, and hopefully, once this board reviews it, we can get that added as an addendum to our landscaping guidelines.
I would love to do that, but I'd rather have dinner with my wife. Thank you.
Very good.
Can I get a ruling on what the term phenomenous means?
Phenomenous.
Is that the word that I heard?
Yes, I
Sound
heard
like
the same word,
anomalous,
and
yeah.
I was wondering.
Okay, I just wasn't sure what that meant.
Not for me.
No,
I mean, very good.
I heard the term phenomenous used, and I'm familiar with phenomenal. I'm just not familiar with phenomenal.
I like it. I'd roll with that word. Just make up a term there.
I think you have to be a PE to understand it.
To make up terms, I think.
So, maybe someday.
Okay, well, we'll run through the board now, and at this time, the chair will recognize Mrs. Reynolds.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome.
What type of business is this that's going in?
It's an electrical contract.
Electrical contractor? And is it affiliated with the company in Rush?
Yeah.
It is. Is that this in addition to the business that's in Rush, or are they moving?
No, actually, your business is in that.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ownership is in Rush.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I was trying to do a little research on the company, and that's what
Yeah.
came up.
Your response just should be on the recording.
Just introduce yourself and then you can.
Hi, I'm Jeff Lang. I'm actually with Kaplan Schmidt Electric.
Okay.
I started an LLC, Lang & Sons, that is going to own the building and rent it back to Kaplan Schmidt, both entities.
Okay. And you think you're going to have a total of 10, maximum 10 employees? Is that including warehouse and office, or?
Yeah, the field guys don't report to that. They all just stay in the field. So it's just office and warehouse.
Office and warehouse? And the part behind the building that's next to you, did you have plans for that? You said that's included in the main building now? Behind the yellow building, the one?
This area.
Yes,
That's the future parcel.
just future?
Yeah.
No immediate plans for that?
Not right now.
That's all I had. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds. The chair will recognize Mr. List.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome.
I am all set.
Very good. Thank you. Chair will recognize Mr. Eckert.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome.
I do have some comments, but let me be clear. As a Town of Henry employee, I am very aware of the benefit the town has with Mr. Lang and his company, Kaplan Schmidt, and not only being a previous business owner in town, but helping out the town on many occasions. So barring those comments, I want to be able to be clear with you, review it. There isn't a lot here, which is great. They're used with an existing site. I'm glad you've been looking for quite a while to find something. I'm really glad you found something. This works out really well. As far as their overall view to Joe, do we have architectural renderings? Do we have colors? I saw some elevations, but no colors. And I think that was a request, is to provide or understand some coloring to this building.
There were architectural renderings that were provided with the colors specified on the drawing themselves.
I'm not sure I saw that in my packet.
I think it was right on the building elevations.
It's those, right?
Yep.
If you could help me just find those or to understand what those were.
I don't know if it's on there, but I mean, right now, the building's gonna be like a slate gray, which is kind of like a light gray, but the lower 3 feet where the break is.
Yep, wainscoting. Okay,
And then the roof is black.
okay. Okay, so that's what I missed, is the finishing table. Okay, I was just looking for notes on the actual rendering itself. Okay, good. So we have that. Site lighting. I saw the response that there's no pole mounted, but you do have building mounts.
Yeah, I think we can get the
Okay, so that's not part of the requirement for the lighting?
Well, the ComCheck is something that they'll have to supply at some point. Is that what you're getting at?
Well, and to see the contours.
Yeah, lighting contours, we want to see that as part of the requirement, but again, it's something that we can deal with after the, when you get revised drawings, then.
Okay. Yeah, and this is, okay.
There is existing pole lighting, existing.
Yeah, that one yep. So then you mentioned the hot box potentially out front. Okay, so if that were the case, then I think we would want to see landscaping around.
Yes.
Okay, so that'd be great, but I don't care if that's some of the other existing vegetation or what you're already planning on site to be used or relocated into that kind of an area, if that works.
In place.
So where is that then? Is it just off the right of way?
This is where the water main comes in right now.
Yep.
Place of hot spots would be here.
Okay. Up in the right of way or just outside of it? Outside of the right of way? Okay. So then I would request landscaping around that. But again, if we can use what's already on the site, not adding additional landscaping, if we can just relocate, if that works.
There is one tree just west here. That's all.
Okay.
Really there. So we'll have to add that.
Okay. Well, so I don't know if that makes sense off the south side to relocate some of that up to the north side. The new stuff, what you're proposing.
Oh, I think we would put this in addition to.
Okay. Well, I'm not looking. Yeah, I didn't want to add a whole bunch of cost. I just was hoping we could.
Yeah, landscape screen for a house is not pricey.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear what I wasn't asking for a lot of money on that when it comes to that. Okay, good. That's really the end of my comments. I didn't see a floor plan. Was there a floor plan submitted?
No, they're normally not required for the planning board to submit it.
Okay, I was just interested in the Carl Hall office.
You have a choice, actually.
Okay,
And office up front. If you look at that, the little rectangles, the office is the big rectangle.
okay.
It'll be somewhere. Pointed down.
I just wasn't sure if there was a certain amount of space that could be commissioned.
To hold them, you mean?
And I'm sorry for the board, that's an offhanded joke. Carl Hall is absolutely a phenomenal employee to the Kaplan Schmidt Group and has helped the town out tremendously in its rec center, library, and everything else that we're doing. So I have to speak on his behalf a little bit and hope we're a corner office for the kid. Mr. Chairman, that is the extent of my comments. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Eckert. The chair will recognize Mr. Rutledge.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do not have any additional comments.
Very good. Thank you. I'm all set too. Mr. Martin, any concerns from the engineering department?
No, Mr. Chairman, I'm all set.
Thank you, Mr. Young. Any comments at this point?
Nothing additional. No.
Okay, very good. Well, at this point then, the chair will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to move to approve application number 25009 Lang and Sons Properties per the drafted resolution. Approval.
Thank you, Mr. Eckert. May I get a second, please?
Second.
Mrs. Reynolds, thank you. Discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The motion carries. Resolution accepted. Thank you, gentlemen.
Seeker is actually done through the town board or the planning board resolution. Oh, so we don't do it separately anymore, Joe.
Oh, okay, great,
I
thank you.
know.
Thank you very much.
Efficiency. Yep. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Next item. It's a discussion item. The planning board is to review an addendum to the town's landscape guidelines proposed by the Conservation Board prior to adoption by the town board. I know the board, Noreen, you guys did a lot of nice work on this. I'll let you have the floor, Noreen, if you want to just kind of explain the process a little bit and what you're looking for this evening.
Well, we wanted to simplify the process for people looking to create landscaping for their construction projects. What we had before was pages and pages and pages of all kinds of details. So because we don't own that, we wanted to make our own addendum, which would be at the beginning attached to the landscape design guidelines and make it easier for people to, to know what we want.
Yeah, good. Well, it certainly looked good to me. Now, I know, Mr. Young, you had a lot of comments today regarding this. And your comments, this will require going to the town board for some changes or?
If the proposal is to come.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess, my comments were to the planning board, for you guys to consider and when you're making comments on this. I don't know what, the town's process is and, as far as how it intends to, what it intends to do next. I presume the town board would approve this if they want to move forward with it.
yeah, I mean, I looked at this and you're not experienced with all that they do. I mean, it certainly looked good to me. Go ahead, Mr. Martin. Yes.
Again, Chris Martin, Director of Engineering and Planning. This is kind of similar to things that we've done for other type projects. And I'll give you an example. When the first landscape guidelines came out, I think we had them reviewed by the Conservation Board and the Planning Board. And eventually the town board did pass a town board resolution to use these guidelines. So again, it's not like it's codified where, if they don't meet the green space, then they have to go for a zoning variance. However, it does give it a little more teeth that says that yes, this has been, prepared by the Conservation Board, reviewed by the Planning Board, and the guidelines are approved by the town board. So I would say yes, eventually this probably should go towards a town board resolution once everybody's satisfied with this and any substantial comments.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'll start, Mrs. Reynolds. I'll come down to you and see if you have any comments or questions regarding.
I do not at this time. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Liss.
Is there anything substantially different in this addendum than from what would be the major change from the original guidelines that we had? That we've been following?
Noreen, if I can for a second, and maybe you might be able to answer this too. I think some of the responses we are verbating, I think, a little bit better to some of the development that natural species, natural, greenways are sometimes better. That the town doesn't see any benefit in mowing everything 24/7.
Yeah, I did see something about meadows,
Yeah.
the use of more meadows.
Yeah, which is what we've been kind of, a lot of these items, from my understanding, we've really been kind of allowing the developers to kind of work within those realms. We just haven't, and, under soft communication and stuff through construction, they seem to be pretty beneficial. Certainly more meadowlands and native species for pollinators and stuff versus mowing all around stormwater ponds, which has never been really a requirement of the town yet. Kind of thought it was, or developers thought it was, so it was just done. And they're expending a lot of money to mow around things that don't need to be mowed. So some of that, along with, again, the caliper sizes of the trees, what we're seeing, and really trying to get, I think, our teeth into what we really want to see and what we'd rather would enforce.
Okay.
So when developers and constantly, and then when the nurseries come back and say, look, we just don't have the 2-inch calipers, we have ones, and we give them to the conservation board or to our certified arborist, and they're like, yeah, we really approve those better, then we just go ahead and approve them anyway. So these are also some changes that we've been making based off of requests from the developers.
Thank
Talks
you.
about
Thanks.
green space, which is important.
Yeah.
What it, definition of it, topsoil. I think it goes a little more to depth than, our, not so much depth, but it takes a lot of information from the previous guidelines, proves it, that's
Okay.
one better.
Did I miss anything, Noreen?
No, I would just add a couple of examples would be, you look at some of the apartment complexes that have been built, especially on the far end of Lehigh Station Road, where we proposed that they plant 8 trees per disturbed acre. And if you go look at that, that's not very many trees at all. You look at a big property like that, it seems very skimpy on trees. So we increased that to 10. Not much of an increase, but at least it's something more. And there's better success when planting a smaller caliber tree than when you plant a bigger one. So we also want the contractor's money to be well spent so that they don't have to replace trees and we don't have to replace trees. And then the concentration on native species rather than continuing to plant exotic things from Europe that are not, or Asia, that are just not acclimated to our environment, and trying to promote biodiversity and restoring some of the damage that we've done through time, little by little.
Very good.
That help, Mr. Lewis?
Yes, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm all set then, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Liss. Mr. Rutledge, did you have a chance to look at these? That may not mean much to you, but I want to give you an opportunity to speak if you have anything you'd like to add.
I am still working on getting access to the SharePoint, so I have not been able to access the files yet.
Okay, very good.
So no comments. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Martin.
I think for a lot of the members, it's kind of the first time they've seen it. And obviously we have a couple members missing tonight. That it might be beneficial for, the planning board to take a little harder look at it, read through it, maybe, again, have time to digest it so that maybe at the next meeting, we can get a list of either a markup or, some comments from the board.
Yeah, we can certainly do that. I'll have Heather put it on the agenda again next month.
And I'll be able to too, Mr. Chairman. I think maybe we can all respond to Mr. Young's comments. Some of them, again, are very pertaining, and if the town board wants to codify, they certainly can if we want to go up to that. It's just certainly a question we can offer them at the next town board agenda, the next workshop. Clarifying the role of the conservation board, I think, would also be beneficial if that is unclear. And going from there, and I think that's good training for myself, reminding to myself, Mr. Rutledge, again, knew, what our parameters ourselves to the planning board, as well as what's the conservation board's parameters. What are we looking for?
Okay, very good. So we will look at this again next month. We'll allow our 2 missing members this evening to chime in next month as well. So Noreen, thank you for your group's work on this. And we'll talk about this again next month.
Fantastic. Look forward to it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else for the good of the order this evening?
The only thing I'll share with the board, Mr. Chairman, is, we do have a meeting next February. We have a minor subdivision that's coming in, so we'll have a public hearing and hopefully we can do preliminary and final on it. And then also there's a storage facility on Jefferson Road, that wants to put in a four-story addition on. It's going through the town board right now for a special use permit for the height. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, it came in maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 years ago, Craig, do you think? Is, when they tore down some of the existing storage units and put climate.
Correct.
So, those are the two items that we have for the next meeting, in addition to the, landscape design guidelines.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you for that. Motion to adjourn? I can't see the clock. What time is it? 6:36?
Second.
Thank you. Okay. We're all set. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.